Namaste. My name is Mahendra from Jal-Yoga. Today we are looking into some practices, some postures to help athletes to cope up with the stiffness in their hip joints. So the postures that we are looking are very simple, very easy to follow. Just follow these postures before or after your athlete routine. Also, if you have injuries, it is not advisable to follow this sequence without guidance. For more practices, for more understanding of these practices, postures, come down to our Jal-Yoga studio and see one of the instructors. Meanwhile, these are the practices that can help you to cope up with the stiffness on your hip joints. So mainly looking at the stiffness of hamstring muscles, following postures can help you more. So for hamstring stiffness, you simply lie down on your mat. When you lie down on your mat, just bend your right knee, lift your right leg up. Now hold the right thigh with your hands. See if you can make your right leg straight. So if you find this is not comfortable for you, you just stick with your knee bent, right? And then just try to bring the knee closer. Those who are comfortable here, try holding on to your calf muscles. And if you are comfortable enough, press your left thigh down without changing your hip joints, without changing the lower back. See if you can lift your head. So this practice is a safe practice because your hamstrings are free to move, they are free to stretch, they are not stuck in one place unlike in sitting position. So you try this for about 30 seconds, then you release your both hands, release your right leg. Do not forget to follow the same practice with your left side also. Just press your lower back down, right leg remains firm, and try to maintain the left leg straight as much as you can. Bring your forehead towards the left shin bone. About 30 seconds and release this practice. After hamstring stiffness, we often come across people who have stiffness in their front thigh, especially the runners, the people who have a lot of work with the legs, the front thighs, quadricep muscles. Very simple, you just bend your left knee. Now I'm showing you from the left side. So your left toes extend backwards. Maintain the left thigh straight, left knee pointing straight, right leg straight. Maintain this knee bend and simply lie down on your back. So when you lie down on your back, one more step is very crucially important for lower back health. You just bend your right knee and just give a posterior pelvic tilt, so that your lower back doesn't have any stress, and then you extend the right leg. Posterior pelvic tilt will also stretch your hip flexors and quadriceps deeper. So this is one way. If you find you are not really comfortable because of your ankle or your knee or your lower back, or you are really stiff, then this practice has another alternative. You simply come out of the practice. Instead of lying down on your back, you can cross your legs, lie down on your tummy. Now, in this position, bend the left knee, hold your left ankle with your hands, and press your left heel against the hip. For even better results, a little posterior pelvic tilt, will help you stretch deeper. If you're more comfortable, you can try lifting the left knee a little off the mat. So that will stretch your hip flexor and quadricep muscles. So that is the stiffness of back thighs, of your front thighs. Now, another complaint that athletes usually give us is, I have stiffness in my hip joints, in my glutes, in my outer thighs. Here it is, a very simple practice, something that you will love to practice. Also with the wall, it is very easy to practice. So you bend your both the knees, bring your knees to the chest, and keep your right ankle on the top of your left thigh. So remember, ankle on the top of your thigh, maybe close to the knee. So you flex this right foot and then hold your left leg with your both hands. Remember, right hand has to go through both the legs, then you hold your left leg with your hands. Now, maintaining your sacrum, left and right side of the sacrum on the mat, slowly pull the left thigh closer. Remember, when you pull, you don't lift your lower back. Press the lower back down, sacrum down. Without lifting the sacrum, pull the left thigh closer. At the same time, see if you can push your right knee away. right? I'll show you from other side so that you understand the other leg. So I keep my left ankle on the top of the right knee, pull the right thigh without lifting the sacrum, and this left knee, if I can pull away. Alternatively, you can pull the right leg with your right hand and push the left knee with your left hand. So that will give you a deeper stretch on your glutes, on your IT band. So that's about the stiffness on your IT band, on your glutes. So when you look at the stretches on hamstrings, that is back thigh, front thigh, that is quadriceps, IT band, that is outer leg, and your hip joints, glutes. Now we fall back to the adductors, the inner thighs. Very important, a lot of times we get more injuries on knees because of shortness of adductors. So here it is, we just extend both the legs wide apart. So if you're comfortable enough, there is possibility you may want to open them wider. Don't go wider, just keep them comfortable enough so that you can extend the legs. Now, adductors being from your groin area to inner knee, we need to extend them. So you make sure you don't fall your legs back. Instead, you press the thighs down, push your heels away from your buttocks, and keep your hands on just behind your sitting bones, keeping the spine straight. Make sure the lower back is straight and you're breathing comfortably. This is one variation. If you find you're comfortable, in case your hamstrings are not that painful, you can just bring your hands forward, try to bend forward. So, but maintain the quadriceps active. The quads being rock solid is your firm support here. So you stay there, maybe you bend forward, maybe you bring your elbows down. Stay there for a good 45 to 60 seconds. So all the postures that you have seen so far before, we maintain them somewhere 30 to 45 seconds. This posture you can maintain for a longer time. Alternatively, you can also hold the big toes and bend forward. So not necessary to reach all the way down, but make sure you keep your spine straight. So if you see this practice from the side, you will understand what I mean to say. When you open the legs, invariably athletes tend to fall like this. Okay? If you ask them to bend forward, they bend forward like that. Not a very good thing. All you need to do is sit straight. So option 1, maintain yourself straight. Option 2, only if you're comfortable. If you're not like that, if you can be comfortably straight, then you walk your legs, walk your hands forward. Still, the spine remains longer. The spine is not crooked. The moment your spine is crooked, lower back has came into action. You don't want that. Open up your chest and then lean forward. That practice will be more constructive, helping you to open the adductors. Now this posture comes with another practice. It is not a complete posture in itself. In order to complete this pose, we call it Upavishta Konasana, we practice another pose, Baddha Konasana. Very important practice. Usually people just hold on to the feet and just shake their legs. Remember, the direction of your knees is not up and down. Rather, the direction of your thighs, from inner thighs, from groin area to knees, you need to extend the legs. How do I do that? Hold your feet firm. Press the heels against each other. The moment you press the heels against each other, you will find inner thighs are super long. They're active and long together. So that is one thing. And second thing, when you push your heels against each other, it becomes easier to press the knees down. And now these two things, pressing the heels against each other, pressing the knees down, become more comfortable if you add a very little forward bend. Leaning forward, press the heels, press the knees down, lean forward and reach as simply as deep as you can. So this posture, if you're holding the Upavishta Konasana for a minute, hold this posture at least for half a minute, at least for 30 seconds. So if you're following all these postures, you will find by and by hip joints are not being difficult on your movements. It is not just about your day-to-day activities, but even if you want to improve your performance in whatever game, in whatever activities you're involved, these practices will improve your performance over a period of time. Now, do not expect these practices to work immediately. Okay, it is in yoga we call it sadhana. It has to be continued over a period of time. Just like a seed, when you plant it, it doesn't give you fruits the next day. It has to be nurtured, it has to be taken care, it has to be protected, it has to be exposed to sunlight. In the same way, you have to practice, you have to be patient, support yourself whenever you need. Sometimes you are vulnerable, we are not in state of practice. Stop, take a pause, practice as much as you can. And this, by and by, will lead you to a comfortable and easy open hip joints, better performance in activities you're involved in, and day-to-day activities will be comfortable. Energy levels will also increase. So it's not just for our athlete friends, it is for also those who are interested in different walks of life, like those who are into long-standing, long-sitting jobs. These practices are very safe. Again, if you have limitations, feel free to come down to Jal Yoga. We have 4 centers. Anywhere you come down, you ask our instructors for more details about this practice. Do not take any risk. Have a happy movement ahead. Thank you.